Hey everyone, and welcome back to Caught Looking. As always, I'm your host Meg, and joining me today are Sarah, Mary, and Ash. And before we begin, to quote LeBron James, first of all, Happy International Women's Day to all of you.
Beautiful quote.
Yeah.
That
Beautiful
was
way
the
to start this
perfect
off.
introduction for this. Oh
He's the
my
only one,
God.
man. He's the only person who's ever said that.
Oh. Him and Jared Allen were the
Yeah.
Jared Allen, if you did not see, aside from, bummer of a Cavs game, but we'll get back on it, I'm sure. But he went to the W Sports Bar tonight to hang out with the ladies. So shout out Jared Allen for supporting the women.
My favorite ally.
Love to see it.
Yeah, so spring training, WBC, that's kind of what's been going on. They're making a couple roster moves. They're starting to narrow down the 40 man, send guys who obviously, will be starting the year in minor leagues, sending them down. Though I will say I did see an interesting remark from Vogt about Espino. He was quoted in a interview saying that obviously Espino got sent back to the minor league camp to keep practicing, but he did say that he hopes that Espino has an impact on the big league club later this year, which was very interesting to me because I was under the assumption that Espino was most likely not going to see the big league club. He looked good in the couple. What was did he have like two outings with us or something in the major league camp
I
or
think
so?
so.
Yeah, he
I
didn't
think so.
pitch a whole lot at all, which because I think
Yeah.
they definitely want to like ease him back into it. So I definitely agree with the decision to send him back down. But honestly, I don't think I would be surprised if we do see him get called up at some point this season. Because like, I don't know, I think about our rotation, and even if we went with like the six man again, they're still so young, and so it's really hard, I think, to determine how well they'll do. Even though they every single one of them pitched really, really well last year, and I really hope that they continue to. It's like you just never know if they're going to keep that up, but it's nice to at least know that we kind of have Espino as a backup for later in the season.
hmm I agree. I've been really happy seeing how he's been doing. I think we're at the point where, like, regardless of what happens, he's done a really good job and he looks good. And just getting him back out there on the field, regardless if it's minor league, major league, whichever level he's at, is a win in and of itself.
Yeah, I
So,
think the minor league is definitely a good start just because it has been so long since he's actually pitched in,
hmm
the big leagues. So kind of getting that under his belt down there will just prepare him even more, I think, for when he is ultimately called up. Because like I agree with it. I agree that I wasn't expecting to see him very much this year, so it'll be a nice surprise. But I think starting in Columbus would be really nice for him.
I wonder if he'll be like a Parker Messick call up or something like
That's what I was
late
kind of thinking.
late in the season, in addition to possibly, if we decide to go six man again later in the season, which I really think they should. I think that was a great idea. I am a big proponent of the six man rotation late in season.
I agree.
Me
He'll
too.
just,
I really want them to do that again.
he'll just debut in the playoffs, like no.
Everyone else at this
Why
point.
not? It worked out,
You
didn't
never
It
it?
know.
worked. It did something. It
Yeah.
worked.
So yeah, they reassigned. They optioned Espino and Franco Ailman to Columbus. They reassigned Ryan Webb and Alfonso Rosario to the minor league camp. So a little bit of movement, paring down. I think we are now the major league camp is now at 58 players. I want to say. I think that's the number that I saw. So we know over the next couple weeks, more guys are going to get reassigned and moved around and optioned depending on how they're looking. So, welcome back, Sarah. She was hanging out in Arizona and went to check out the guys at a game. So, tell us about how was Arizona? How's Goodyear? How was
Oh
everything?
my God. It was so much fun. So I went with my friend who, this is something we had talked about for years, going to spring training. And so we finally decided to pull the trigger on it this year, which was amazing. I'm so glad we did. So, my friend Amanda and I, we went down for the weekend and we went to the Saturday game against, the White Sox. And it was really cool. So I was really hoping to get like some autographs, first of all, obviously, which I did, and I'll definitely get to that. But it was cool because that was my first time in Arizona too. And so it was just cool to see like the state, see the landscape and everything. It was just beautiful. And so when we got to Goodyear, obviously I knew it's a small ballpark. It's about the size of maybe Classic Park in East Lake where the Captains play. So it was really cool. It was crazy to just watch a game in a stadium like that while watching the starters play in that like kind of small atmosphere. So when we got there, we I kind of went right down to try to like get some autographs because it was about maybe 30 minutes before the first pitch. And so I'm waiting down there. My friends go and they took a walk around. They went to see the bullpen. So I'm there waiting for the players. Kyle Manzardo is the first one to come out. So he comes up and he starts signing some stuff. And so luckily I got a Kyle Manzardo card that he signed in front of me, which was really cool. And then, yeah, I also got Daniel Schneemann, Juan Brito, David Fry, who, by the way, is the nicest guy in the world. Oh my gosh. He was just so happy to be there, just so friendly, just talking, chatting with everyone. I told him, hey, David, we're super happy to have you back. And he just had the biggest smile. He was like, oh, thank you so much. And I'm
So
like, you're
sweet.
welcome. Oh my
Aw.
God, he was so sweet. Who else did I get? Jonathan Rodriguez and Doug Nikhazy too. They all signed a baseball that I had bought at the store. So it was cool. Doug Nikhazy is also a super nice guy. Oh my gosh. He's another one who was just like chatting with everyone there. So it was cool to just see the players like up close and see them just talking with the fans. And so yeah, our seats were really good too. We were just to the right of the Guardians dugout, about 4 rows up from the field. So we had a great view right behind first base. Yeah,
Really,
we went,
nowhere is a bad seat in that park though, because
yeah,
it's so
honestly.
small.
Right, because it's only one level. Like there's no upper deck or anything. So like any seat is a good seat. Checked out the team shop. I bought a spring training shirt too, which was my souvenir in addition to the other stuff. So that was fun. But yeah, we didn't get to see the best game offensively, at least. I think they only had like a handful of hits. I would have to look at the box score again, but it was really, really fun. It was a fun time. And oh, Austin Hedges threw my friend a baseball after she was watching him in the bullpen.
Dude, I
Jealous.
sat over that bullpen the entire time watching them, and they didn't acknowledge me once, and somebody else gets a goddamn ball. The fuck?
And from Austin
I know, I
Hedges.
was like,
I'm
oh,
so
I have to
mad.
tell
Yeah,
Meg.
of all people to toss that
Ugh.
ball.
I was wearing his jersey.
Hedgie, you have no idea who is in attendance right now. You will
No
not find
idea.
another Austin Hedges jersey here, sadly, but
Okay, no. So, fun fact, actually, there was another Austin Hedges jersey at that game that I was at last year. And
oh
like,
wow.
I saw him and we both kind of did like the Spider-Man meme at each other. And then we both like got super excited because this was 25. So he had already been back for a year with us. And so yeah, but we were both glowing about how much we loved him and how happy we were that he came back after, his Pirates and Rangers
That's
um
awesome. I love
play.
It's so
that.
But
funny when you're wearing like an obscure, not really an obscure jersey, but like like it's not Stephen Kwan, it's not Jose Ramirez, and then you see somebody
yeah.
else wearing it. It's like you are me, I am you. We are the same person. Like you
Right,
get
like they
me.
have to be another super fan or something.
Exactly.
I was at a game last year too, and it was with when I was with my family, and the person right behind us, it was an older man and woman, and the guy like tapped on my shoulder and he's like, I have never seen another person wear an Austin Hedges jersey. My wife loves him. And this woman could be like his mom. Like she was, and she's like she loves him. She like met him at spring training and she's gotten autographs from him. And then she showed me a picture of her son. It's like, because she looks like my son. That's why I love him so much.
Oh, that is so
I'm like, I
precious.
love you. You're adorable.
The
That's so
closest I've ever
pure.
But yeah.
seen. The closest
Also,
I've
wait,
ever.
this was hilarious too when I was like in the line for autographs and stuff. There are obviously like there were kids there and there were adults there too. Like and so these grown men that were standing behind me after like a player would sign something and walked away, the guys would be like, "Wait, who was that just signed this?" And I turned around and I go, "That was David Fry." And he goes, "Oh yeah, wasn't he the one that got hit in the nose?" And I was like, "Yeah." But like and that happened several times too. Like they literally did not know who was signing their stuff. I'm like, "You got to be
That's
kidding me."
and I'm bad with
No.
faces, but I feel like I know my team to an extent. Like
Right,
I know
unless
what
they're
at
just
least
like
David
native
Fry looks like.
Arizonians or
Yeah, just
something.
there
Like,
for the
Maybe they're just there
experience.
for the vibes. But yeah, I was
Like, oh,
like,
there's a baseball game today. Let's go.
right. I'm like, do not tell me you didn't know that was David Fry and Daniel Schneeman.
I feel
Like,
like
get
both
out
of
of
them are
here.
pretty recognizable. Like, at least to us. Like, I know what they look like, you know?
Well, also Fry has had several, well, not last year, but 2 years ago, had several big hits. Like he's not some no
He's not
name
a
at this
nobody.
point.
He was an
Yeah,
all-star.
He was
He
an
was literally an
exactly.
all-star.
all-star.
Right. So as badly as I wanted to ask them, like, are you real fans or are you from Cleveland? I had to hold my tongue a little
Were they
bit.
wearing Cleveland stuff or just their neutral?
I don't remember. They probably were, but
Name
they
four
were
players
behind
on
me,
the
so like I
team.
didn't really like see them.
That's so
Good for the
funny.
vibes, guys.
They kept saying, "Oh, can you sign this for my
The view.
daughter?" I'm like, "Do you even have a daughter?" I don't know about that.
It's
Your daughter
adorable.
probably knows who David Fry is. I wish I was there for longer too, because it would be nice to just spend like a whole week down there, just go to games every day. I would love that so much. So I do want to make it a yearly thing. Try to just go to a game or two every year because it was so much fun. And
I'll go
I
with
loved
you.
Arizona too. And even Phoenix was beautiful. Like I just loved it out there. I love the Southwest.
I will
So it
definitely
was
go
a
next year. That's the plan.
please do. Oh my
I
gosh.
will. I wanted to go this year. I just couldn't make it work financially, but next year I will definitely go with you.
Girls
Open
trip to
invite.
spring
Anyone who wants
training.
to come.
Girls trip to Arizona.
I was
Caught
invited
looking
by
goes
my
to spring
friend to go
training.
that weekend, and then I just couldn't go because my friend Jim was also at the same game that you were at, and I was like, "Damn,
Oh,
we could have
really?
all just like, yeah."
That's funny. I probably saw him at some point.
Probably.
But no, definitely, yeah. Next year, let's definitely all go. That would be fun.
Absolutely. It's awesome. And I mean, obviously Arizona's gorgeous and it's nice. How was the weather there while you were there? Because I've heard it's been like up and down. Like it was really, really
Oh, it was
hot one week
great.
and then
It was great. Like it was in the 90s, like the low 90s. But obviously, since there's no humidity out
but it's
there
a
like it
dry
is
heat.
here, like it's a dry heat. It was very tolerable, actually. I mean, even though we were like sitting in the sun in the game, like I did get some color. Luckily, I didn't get burned or anything. But so like it was toasty in the sun, but it wasn't like unbearable by any means. So, and it was like that all weekend too. Like even walking in downtown Phoenix, like it was perfectly fine. It felt like maybe 80 or something to me. So the weather was great, thankfully. No rain or anything. But it's
I
nice and cool
apparently
in like the
went during
evening and mornings. It was so nice and cool outside. So like that was nice too.
That would be so nice.
I
Mhm.
went during like the 1 week that it rained,
Of
that
course.
Arizona ever gets
Oh,
rain.
that sucks. Oh my gosh. I was hoping to God that wouldn't happen. I'm like, please do not let it rain for this game.
I mean, none of the games got rained out, luckily, but like there was one that went into like the evening, like the sun had set, and I'm like, my mom had to get up and like go buy a jacket. Like
It gets cold there, I've heard.
it was
When once the sun
chilly.
sets,
Yeah,
it gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what fascinates me the most about that state is like the difference in temperature just in a 24-hour period.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
honestly.
I have so many layers. I'd be living in layers all the time.
literally, that's how you have to do it. But yeah, highly recommend if you're able to swing it, check out spring training. It's a bunch of fun. Arizona's lovely.
So worth it. So
Yeah.
worth the trip.
But yeah, so we had a game today. We played the Rockies, and it was okay. They ended up tying. There were some good points, some bad points. So, how are you ladies feeling about spring training so far?
I think it's going about as expected for me. There's definitely been some really, really good performers that I'm really excited about. And obviously, there's also some that have struggled, but like I'm not ringing any alarm bells or anything over guys like Manzardo, David Fry. Like it's spring training. You can't form any conclusions or anything, especially with your starters. But yeah, I mean, I've been really impressed with a lot of our prospects too. I'm excited to kind of dive into those a little bit too.
I'm excited about is it Reese Hoskins? Is that
Yeah,
who you say his name? Yeah, I'm excited about him.
I was
Like he's
literally
been
just going to
like,
bring him up because
yeah,
what was it? Was it yesterday?
I think it was
He
yesterday.
played and he had a he hasn't been doing really good. I think he's
Mm-mm.
been striking out, grounding out. You know, he hasn't been connecting with the ball. But he had like a what was it, a 14 pitch at bat to start off
Mhm.
the game.
Something
Ended up
like
getting
that,
out.
yeah.
Hammy though was very excited about it during the
And he
entire
did hit those two bombs that went foul too. So
yeah,
like he
yeah. And
should have had like not one home run, but
Someone in
too,
the
if not for the
Discord said
win.
that. Yeah,
So
exactly. If it
It
wasn't
is
for the
definitely
win.
nice. It's nice to see a batter take a pitcher that deep, though. Like 14 pitches is pretty. You
Yeah,
want to work them, and if he's
It's
going to
very
work them,
Jose.
I'll take it. Yeah,
exactly. No,
very
very
Jose.
exactly. Very Jose. But yeah, then his next two at bats, he hit a home run and a double, right?
Yeah,
yeah, he
didn't he have
finally
Like,
got his home run after
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So
Just
that
shaking
is
the rust off,
definitely
maybe.
exactly.
Yeah,
He didn't he hasn't had, because he came into spring training late, he hasn't had the same warm up time and amp up time that all the other guys have had.
I was just about to say, like, you can't really, like, I'm not really going to look at his performance prior to that under a microscope too much because he did come in at a weird time and he didn't have like the same preparation as the
Mhm.
other guys did. But it's nice to see him, finally get to kick it into gear now. So I
Hmm.
am excited to see what else he's got for us.
yeah.
Cautiously optimistic. It seems like he's maybe getting the hang of it. We'll see how it goes,
He's a
basically.
good low risk, high reward guy. So I thought it
Absolutely.
was a
Yeah.
great
And
signing.
I'm thinking maybe that those two hits that he did get are kind of like that turning point for him where it's like, okay, I still got it. We can do this. And he's going to kind of, increase from there. But we can only be hopeful, like cautiously optimistic, like you said.
It seems like he's really excited to be here. I was listening to that Guardians Weekly, like the Jim Rosenhaus podcast, and they had an interview with him. He seemed like really psyched about specifically being with us. Like not just signing for any team, but just like being with us. So
We take
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
Makes me like him
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did hear he's a really good vibes guy too, like a good
I've heard,
clubhouse guy
yeah,
as
I've
well.
heard that too.
Obviously, he's a veteran too, which we definitely needed. So,
Mhm.
so yeah, that's also a big plus for signing him.
Yeah, overall the game yesterday, the Saturday, excuse me.
Mhm.
Again, we're recording Sunday, but we're posting Monday. The game against the Padres overall felt really good. Quan played in center field. Looks like they're really trying to get him. He started off with reps in left field, but it sounds like that the rest of spring training, he's going to be concentrating his time in center field. So he was looking pretty good. Ramirez got 2 hits. Hedges got on base.
Didn't he have a two-hit game too?
I think he did. Yeah,
He did, I'm pretty sure.
Did he walk? No,
he
I
did
don't
walk.
remember.
He
Yes.
did.
Okay.
He definitely walked because I remember Meg
Hold
tweeting
on.
about it.
I was gonna say, let me check my profile.
I
I
I
texted my
remember
friend and I'm like,
specifically
he
seeing
walked.
Hedgie walk, and I was like, oh,
yeah, there was a hedgy hit. There was a
With the
hedgy
trademark
kick.
emoji.
yep.
Yep. BT Dubs admin, I saw you by the way the other day post the Hoskins home run TM. Just gonna put that out there. Don't know if you're stealing my bit, but no, it's fine.
We know you're listening.
Wait, no, didn't the admin tweet something like that like a couple years ago? Like we're always watching as a reply to something.
Yeah,
That was when they were
yeah.
in their like snarky, sarcastic phase, and they were like
Admin, bring it
borderline
back.
assholes to people on there.
Honestly, it's so funny.
Come
That
back being
was really. I
asshole
think
to
I
me.
have screenshots of that too. I'm gonna
Oh
have
yeah.
to to comb through my photos because
There's
that was so
nothing
funny.
funnier than an admin with just the snarkiest reply to somebody. It's just so funny to me. Like you're not supposed to be saying this.
Right.
Be irreverent. Be silly. We like it. It's fun. Be more like your little siblings, the captains. We would appreciate it. Oh, but yeah, we finally got to see Saccone on TV too. So he went for 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He was looking pretty decent, for 4 innings. But they're definitely starting to stretch out the pitchers. Cantillo went, I think he went 5 today. And overall,
Yeah.
he looked pretty good. He only let 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 5 hits. He went 4-2, 4 innings and 2/3. There we go. I was like I'm like 0.2. No, that's not how you say that. Um, but we also saw Cade Smith today. He got a strikeout for an inning. Heron came in. Zabrowski came in too. He was okay. He's been
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
Yeah, he
He'll be
got
fine
lit
though.
up a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. David Fry got another pick, which was awesome. I love seeing that. I love seeing David Fry throw the ball. That makes my heart happy.
I do wonder how often he's gonna catch this season.
Yeah.
It would
I'll be
not
curious to
surprise
see.
Well, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to say anything because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Part of me was like, it wouldn't surprise me if he comes in as like a late inning swap for Hedges.
That's true.
When
Yeah,
That could be, yeah.
that's probably how they're going to utilize him at
probably
least.
at least in the early season. Once we get deeper into the season and games become more important, I do. It's like a toss up because like you want Hedgie in there for his game calling abilities, but having his bat in the lineup is a liability. Like I love the man, but I'm not dumb. Like I can
Right.
read
Yeah,
his stat
you're not
line.
naive to that fact. Yeah.
If
There's a reason I
anything,
celebrate literally every single hit on my Twitter.
Hedgie hit TM.
Exactly.
if
Every single time.
anything,
You got to celebrate every small thing.
if anything, they'll bring in like maybe they'll bring in Fry to replace like either Hedges or Bo, like towards the end of like any games where we're doing like really well and there's maybe not much of a chance that we'll lose the lead.
Kind of like
Maybe like
clearing the bench.
exactly, just to make sure, and then they at least have like, his hitting ability just in case too, and I don't know.
Yeah, he's a great third option to
Retrain.
have. So it will be
Hmm.
interesting to see how they utilize him this year.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and also having him be able to play. I mean, I know they said they're not going to put him in the outfield, at least not early in the season. I hope by like post All-Star break, they'll feel better about putting him either at third base or in the outfield because I do think his strength is his super utility.
I
Being
agree.
able to play everywhere on the field, just bouncing him and Schneeman all over the place wherever they may be.
Because they'll both do it, and I think they both have that capability of wherever they are, they can do it correctly. And I
Hmm.
think we need to utilize that.
Absolutely. Agree. So we've talked a little bit about the good of spring training so far. How do we feel about what do you think is maybe not the bad, but the kind of like
The murky, the
that's the
questionable.
murky. Yes. Yes. Who
Yeah,
are
I mean,
least
we did.
like curious and questioning so far?
Yeah, I mean, I did have David Fry up there. I mean, I'll also throw Gabriel Arias too. I know he's been doing a little bit better in his last couple games, but maybe it's just me who just does not want him on this roster. It's hard for me to be
Which is
objective
crazy
right
because
now.
was there not a quote by, was it Vote or somebody who was saying
I
that
think,
he was having a
yeah.
phenomenal spring training?
He did say that.
And I
Yes.
was like, did he?
Are,
He's
Has he?
4 for
Like he's had an
14.
okay couple of games,
are
I
we
think,
watching the
but
same spring training?
and don't get me wrong, like I'm like a little bit of an Arias defender, I guess, but I don't think that he's been having like the most fantastic game I've ever seen. Like I'm not putting him in a position over like Brian Rocchio at this point in time, you know? It's just a very interesting quote for me to see, I guess. Maybe I
Yeah,
haven't been
like
watching as well as I thought,
he
but
hasn't been awful, but he's
no, not
just
by
been,
any
I think,
means.
very, very average.
Which, if
And so
that's
to see that
phenomenal by his standards, that's a problem. That's an issue that we're gonna
yeah,
have. Like, oh, he's having a fantastic game, but he's playing like an average player. Like, that's not fantastic in my eyes. Like, I don't know.
yeah, that's
Maybe
not
I'm being too hard on
that's a pretty
him.
low bar,
Arias,
Steven.
don't listen to this. I love you, but it was just very
I'm sorry,
curious.
Arias, I don't. I'm being completely honest here. Like, I don't care. I do not. I think we've
I'm
seen
sure
his
you're a
ceiling on
lovely
this team.
human being.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm sure
like your
he's a great
hair.
guy.
You
But
put
like,
your
I was listening to the Disgusting Baseball podcast, and I shared a lot of the same sentiment that they had, which was basically, I think we've seen him hit his ceiling with this team, and he's kind of just given way too long of a leash and just way too many opportunities to improve, and like he just hasn't. And so I think it's like there's just no, I don't know. Like I said, I just chalk it up to I think we've seen what he can do with this team. If we cut him and he goes somewhere else and he flourishes with them, then great, good for him. I just don't think he fits on this team, and I think it's just too much of a liability to keep him there. I also just want to see Rocchio at short instead of second too. So like,
I was gonna say that's where my issue is. Like, I
mhm.
if we could keep them both and he could improve, obviously make that work. But if this is what he can do, I don't see a roster where he should be playing over Rocchio at any point in time because that is going to take away from Rocchio, like when Rocchio has to sit because Arias is in. Like it's just it creates an issue there where we're not utilizing Rocchio to his full potential, which we know he has. We've seen it. We've seen his growth, and I just think that that's what needs to be prioritized in this case.
Yeah, I agree. If you had to choose between Rocchio and Arias, I'm going with Rocchio all day.
10 times out of 10.
yeah.
I'm
Right.
going
And if he
at
did
this
move to
point.
short, I would love to see Schneeman get regular reps at second, at least until Brito or Bazana comes up, because like he did great at second base last year, like
He did.
defensively, like
Absolutely.
so if you ask me, like that's the route I would go.
Yeah,
But
I agree. Well,
I
because
know
like
Arias is gonna just be on this roster,
yeah,
and I'm
opening
like,
day roster, he'll be there. Like obviously, in a perfect world, I want Bazana on the opening day roster, but it's not happening. Like it's not
yeah,
going to be a thing.
yeah,
So
he needs more
having
time in AAA.
100%, as much as I would love it, and I would go absolutely feral to see him on that roster, it's not happening. But keeping Schneemann there until then is just like it's, you got to utilize your guys where you need to utilize them, and I think that's the way it should be right there.
Yep, agreed 100%.
Okay, so I just pulled up because I was trying to look at some spring training stats so far. So I'm on the ESPN and they have the spring training stats for the team batting, pitching, and fielding. So I'm looking at batting right now, and they've got the team leaders in batting average, home runs, RBIs, OBP, and hits. Can you tell me who is the leader right now for hits?
Please tell me it's Austin Hedges.
No, definitely not.
That
No.
would be so funny.
I'll go ahead and I'll tell you that right now.
The
It's
way
not.
you were taking that after we just had the Hedgie hit TM conversation, I was like, there's a setup
Oh my
here.
God. I would have interrupted in the middle of everybody saying, no, stop. We need to talk
Oh my
about this now.
That's so funny.
I mean,
No.
it's not Jose, is it?
No, it's not Jose.
Um,
Jose is
I'm
leader
gonna
in
guess-
runs, in
He
home
said
runs, and
Arias.
RBIs.
Okay, I'm gonna guess Angel.
No, but actually Angel has the highest OPS currently among
Oh.
kind of like big leaders because
Yeah.
there's three other guys above him, but they've had 2, 1, and 3 at bats. So Angel has had 16 at bats so far, and his OPS is 1.589. Average is
Okay.
438. So yeah,
That's
Angel's
another player I want to see something out of. I really love him, and
Mhm.
I hope that he flourishes this year.
Me
But
too.
yeah,
I'm
um,
such a big Angel Martinez believer.
Me
Same.
too.
I mean, he was voted the one that we want to see bounce back this year. So far, so
I'll be
good.
screaming the loudest when he does, trust.
Absolutely. Yes.
joining in.
But the person who has the most hits currently in the spring training is Brian Rocchio.
Yeah.
Get
No,
out of here! Wow.
Add
That's
fuel
my
to
guy.
the fire here. This is really pushing my narrative.
You
This is
finally woke
pushing my
up.
narrative.
I was also thinking DeLauder, but I'm like, he hasn't had enough at bats too, I think. But wow, that surprises me.
DeLauder
I feel like
actually
he's had such a quietly good spring training.
DeLauder
Wow.
is second in OPS actually after
Wow.
Angel, and again after those other 3 minor leaguers.
My
Where
heart is just like, I love this.
There he
Hearing
is.
these names.
That's awesome. Huh.
But yeah, Brian's currently rocking an 830 OPS, a 318 batting average, 10 total bases, it looks like. Is that what that says? Sorry, it just says TB. Yes, I guessed correctly. Good for me.
Someone tell Allie she'll want to check into this part of the podcast specifically.
Yes.
She'll love this segment.
But yeah, he's been
Wait, you said he had how many hits, Meg? Rocchio?
he currently has 7 hits.
Wait,
according-
I thought Angel had 8 hits because I'm looking at my notes right now.
Angel
I
also has
mistaken?
7 hits.
Oh,
According to this chart. Now, I don't know exactly when this was updated. It does
okay,
not
because Angel
say.
played today and he did get a hit today. I
Okay,
think.
so
I
yes,
think,
this is not
so
okay.
I was right.
So Angel is the current leader, but so they haven't updated today's data yet. It sounds like.
So before
But
today's,
regardless,
what was putting Rocchio ahead of Angel if they were tied? Because it's not the OPS.
Rocchio has 3 doubles. Angel has 1.
That's okay.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. That was the wrong one. Give me a second. I can figure this out.
Angel
Rocchio
has
has
4 doubles.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the wrong person. I'm sorry. It's the way I have it set right now. I should probably do it like this, shouldn't I? Order it by here. That's easier. Angel has 2 home runs. Angel has more total bases. I wonder why they're putting Rocchio above Angel right now. This is interesting. I don't know why.
Because it's always curious with like when somebody's tied, what that
maybe
like what it is
well,
that puts
no,
one over
because
the other.
one would assume that if you have more total at bats and the same number of hits, then I mean his average. I don't know why they're putting Rocchio above
Does
Angel.
Angel have more at bats?
No, he has
Rocchio?
less. So like he has a
That's
higher
weird.
percentage of hits than Rocchio does as
Rocchio
compared
would.
to at bats.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here.
Either
The
way,
only
the number 1 and 2 spot, those are the names that
But
I'm
yeah, exactly. Regardless,
like,
regardless of why they put Rocchio above Angel for this instant. Oh, and hey, look who's number 3, Daniel Schneemann.
that's my guy. That's my
And again,
we're
it doesn't count
thriving.
today. I don't know what he got today. So he could
I'm
be
not
above
sure.
Rocchio too. But yeah, the top 3 are Rocchio, Martinez, and Schneemann in
Another quick
hits.
note, another quick note about Angel too is that in his 19 at bats, he only has 2 strikeouts, which I thought was
Ooh,
very good because I know like one of his biggest problems last year was that he had a high strikeout rate and he would just chase a whole lot. So I think he's definitely worked on that because that's very encouraging too. I don't know how many walks he's drawn. I'd be curious to figure
2,
that out, but 2 walks.
2
Okay.
as of yesterday. I don't know if he drew
Okay.
any today.
I don't know if he struck out at all today. I don't remember if this was updated or not, but either way, I was impressed with that too. And his OPS 1.447, like, geez,
Yeah, it's
he's
crazy.
he's doing really, really well. And I just really hope that he can sustain it. Because I think he's definitely going to make the roster, I think, at this point. So
I
I
agree.
really, really hope that he can sustain it.
For the record, I am looking at the box score, and Schneemann also had a hit today and an RBI.
Look at our boys.
Maybe they're just finally
Our
making.
stock is up today.
I say Rocchio didn't play today.
Oh,
Right. No, yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Schneemann has been hitting really, really well too.
It's all that muscle he put on. It's gotta be. I mean, it's crazy.
His 30 pounds of muscle or whatever.
Something like that.
I've also been really impressed with PD Halpin too. I haven't like
Yes.
watched a whole lot of him, but like I've been looking at his stats and he's hitting 6 for 17, home run. He's drawn 4 walks. So he's definitely going to be one to really keep an eye on in the minors because I don't think he'll make the roster, but I'll be very, very curious to watch him in the minors to see how well he does. Because I think we will definitely see him called up at some point this season.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree.
hmm
So he's one I'm very excited for.
One of the taxi squad, if you will.
I'll
All
throw
right.
Khalil Watson in there too. He's hitting 6 for 14, 2 doubles, a triple, OPS of 1.214. So I don't really know much about him as a prospect in like recent years, but he's another one that I'm definitely going to be paying more attention to.
Yeah, he's been looking pretty good. Yet, I mean, a lot of our younger guys are definitely, looking good. We talked a little bit about it last week. Ralphie's still looking good.
Yeah, he's
Who
a
else
great hitter.
was? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Milan Tolentino. He was playing today and still looking okay. But yeah, there's a lot of our guys have been.
And Chase too, obviously. We haven't really talked
Oh,
about him yet. Yeah,
yeah. It
just a
just kind
lot.
of like
Seven
I
for
yeah.
13.
Chase.
I
Yeah,
feel
7 for
like
13.
it's
Two.
it's so funny with Chase. I feel like you expect it at this point. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's at bat, he's gonna get something. Like it's just he's so fun to watch.
He is. And like his swing is so unconventional too. So like it's funny
His
when like
swing on
people
that, oh my gosh, what home run was it that he hit? And his elbows were tucked and he hit it like
Wasn't it
389
like
feet.
inside, like an
Yeah,
inside
I
pitch?
was
And
like,
it's like, what are you
how did
doing even
you
swinging
do
at that,
that?
much less hitting it out of the park, opposite field?
And with his elbows like tucked, I was like, what are you?
that and like there's also something with like his back foot too. I think when he swings his back foot like pops out a little bit, which was also like very
He
uncharacteristic.
has
And
a
so I'm
very
like,
funky swing, but whatever works,
Every
yeah, I
amateur
mean,
works.
don't
hitting coach
tinker with
on
his
Twitter is
mechanics if it's
Yeah,
not
freaking
broken.
out after that home run. They were all like, that shouldn't be possible.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see Chase DeLauder.
I
I'm
want him
so
on the
excited to watch
opening day
him.
roster so badly.
I'm like
I'm just
That's
praying this man
95%
stays
sure.
Yeah, as
healthy.
long as
Yes,
doesn't
that's
I
my
die.
know, I
issue.
know that's the biggest thing to stay
Like if there's
healthy.
Yeah.
one prospect that I almost expect to be on the opening day roster, it's him over any of the others. Like I expect to see most of the others at some point, even if it's end of season, but I think he needs to be up sooner than later.
Yeah, I agree. I would love to see George Valera make the roster, but
Oh,
I
me too.
don't know. Yeah, like if you had to ask me the probability of that, I don't know. But I think I think he's doing enough to earn a spot, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts the season in Columbus. But like even if he does, I hope that it wouldn't be long until they call him up. Because
Right.
I just want
Yeah,
to see a full season or as close to a full season as we can get of George Valera and Chase DeLauder.
I agree. I
The
do think
one
all
thing
of them
about
probably stay or start down though, except maybe Chase.
I'll say the one thing about Valera though is that currently his strikeout rate is pretty high. As of again, this is ESPN, so this is as of yesterday. I don't know if he played or not
I
today.
don't think he
Um,
played today.
but he had 7 strikeouts so far, which is higher than obviously you want to see. So I know he's just trying, settling in and stuff. He does have 6 hits, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, 11 total bases. So his OPS is 857, but the 7 strikeouts are definitely weighing
Yeah,
things down a bit.
not terrible, but not where he wants to be, I would say.
Yeah.
It's nice that he got some time in the league last year towards the end of the
Mhm.
season. So,
Mhm.
like I said, if he is in Columbus, I don't think he'll be there for long,
I don't either.
hopefully.
And I think
All
that's
right.
probably going to be the case with a couple of them too.
Yeah. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of up and down this
Mhm.
year with some of our guys, just because of balancing playing time, trying to get the new guys into the rotation, but also you have to play to win, so you have to find that roster construction that works the best.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be. I don't envy vote in all honesty, trying to
No.
figure out
Mm-mm.
who to carry and who to bring up.
Going back to the questionable players so far, I'm curious if you guys had any others on your radar.
I have someone who, if we're doing like a good, the bad, the ugly, I have an ugly that I can
I think we
that
all
I
have
think
the
I
same
think
ugly.
we all.
I think
maybe we
everyone
can all
knows.
say it
Yeah.
on 3.
And I was watching today, and it was the Rockies broadcast, which I have a bone to pick with MLB because it said that there was a Cleveland Guardians broadcast. There was a Cleveland Guardians feed and a Rockies feed. I chose the Cleveland Guardians feed, but it was still the Rockies.
You know
So
what's crazy? This is like not completely off topic, but different sport. Hockey. I was watching the Blue Jackets on ESPN and I was on the Blue Jackets broadcast, and then it just randomly stopped and switched to the other team's broadcast, and then Columbus was nowhere to be found. So same situation. They just
Weird.
didn't want to
hopeful.
show the Ohio broadcasts.
They're
Well,
trying to
apparently, like
silence us.
They want
apparently
us to be
Hammy wasn't
quiet.
even on. So it's
Yeah.
like if he's not even broadcasting, why put the
Why
option
show a
for a Cleveland Guardian?
broadcast?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Because it
weird.
gave me the option for a Cleveland
It's
Guardians
like, oh,
feed.
actually, sorry.
Yeah,
So on
He's not
we're
here.
just lying.
afterwards, I think it was Saturday's game. Maybe it was, yeah, I think he said that they would see us again on Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, I guess we're not having any broadcasts. But then I saw in the app that it said that today's game was a free game of the day. So I'm like, oh, are they just doing what they did and just not worrying about, the Cleveland broadcast, even though we have the really good broadcast team, but
Right?
God forbid.
Bias
I don't know.
aside.
It was
bias
weird. But anyways, all of
We're
that
the
to
best.
say.
I've never been biased in my life. What are
No,
you
never,
talking
never.
about?
Definitely not us.
No,
Um,
never.
so it was the Rockies broadcast that we were listening to today. So it was interesting to hear them, especially talk about Nolan Jones.
Mhm.
They honestly sounded very bummed about Nolan's game today. They kept kind of lamenting that the Nolan that they remember from, what was it, 2023, I think it was. Yeah, because we had him in 2025. So it would have been 2023 Nolan Jones. Then he was injured in 2024, and then we got him in 2025. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, I think so.
I
I think
think
that's
so,
the
yeah.
timeline of it. But yeah, they were like, oh, almost rookie of the year, Nolan Jones back then. He was so good, blah blah blah. They were like they were not excited or happy about what they were seeing out of him today. And I mean, I think we can all agree none of us were either.
They can have him back.
Yeah.
If they think he plays
We'll
better
take
there,
Freeman back.
you
I know
give me
Scarlett would be very happy about
Give
that.
me Freeman.
Yeah, and they also mentioned that he was doing an interview too. And one, it sounds like he was surprised that he was brought back to Cleveland, that they kept him. And two, he understands fully that he may not make this club, which again, I'm such a homer and I feel so bad for these guys. And he seems like such a nice dude.
I'm the exact
Yeah.
same way. It's so you want to like them, you want to root for them, but at this point in time, it's like he's holding up a spot because we've got DeLauder, we've got Kafis, we got Manzardo, who could all play right field or first base.
And
It's
he
like
acknowledged
we've got
all of
three
that.
guys there.
He's like, I know there are guys, that if I make the squad, these young guys aren't. They're starting in Columbus. And he's like, he's out of options. So
Mhm.
So he's
I
purposely just playing bad to give his friends a shot.
He's
Oh,
like
that's
this
very
for the
considerate
kids.
of him.
oh
Imagine.
no, sad tear.
How
Oh,
nice of you, Nolan.
that makes me so sad. Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
currently.
Noble Nolan.
yeah, well, prior to today, he had, I think, the most at bats on the roster
They kept him
at,
in the game a really long time today too.
yeah, and he had 3 hits. So the
Yeah,
most at bats and just
and
3 hits to show for it with
10
13
strikeouts.
strikeouts. Well,
Oh,
13
13
today.
now?
Yeah, prior to today it was 10.
Yeah.
I think he tacked on 3 more
Yep,
today.
that
So
sounds about
that's
right.
Good Lord.
rough.
So 13 strikeouts and 26 at bats. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
it's
That
just
math doesn't math very well.
And
Mm-mm.
like he's not a rookie anymore. Like you expect more out of him. Like obviously he's still a young guy. I don't know how old he is, but
yeah, and like obviously you have to consider to an extent the injury, but it's like at this point you've got a whole season under your belt since then. This is not a new position for you to be doing. It's just you gotta figure that out because there are people behind you who at this point should be playing over you.
He's
exactly.
27. So yeah,
Yeah,
he's not like old, but he's also
But
not
he's not a
young.
baby either.
Yeah.
Like he knows how this works. And it's okay if they have one bad game. Like I'm not going to harp on somebody and say, "Oh, you need to be traded
Oh,
because you had one bad game." But it's just like it's consistently not
you have to bring something
best.
else to the table if
Yes.
you're gonna strike out every single time. Like, and that's why, like, obviously, I always keep going back to Hedgie, but like, his defense more than his pitch calling, his game calling, his ability to coach the other players. That's
Mhm.
what he brings to the table, and that's why he's worth the $4 million a year to keep his bat in the lineup, regardless of what he does or does not produce.
'Cause he's producing on other in other categories, on other
Exactly. Yes.
like that's the guy I want in my dugout personally.
The pitchers are 200% better with him behind the plate. The catchers are better with him in their meetings with them. So
Mhm.
it's absolutely yeah, you need if you're going to strike out 3 times out of 4 every single game. Even as a fielder though, like that's
We saw it last year too with Nolan specifically. He would have one just absolutely phenomenal catch in the outfield, and we're like, "Oh, well, he's staying on the roster for another couple weeks." Like it's just
I have
they're
a
always
feeling
saving
That's
that
how I
this is
felt with Arias too. I'm like, he's like doing just enough to
oh
keep
yeah.
him on the
just
roster. It's
enough,
like,
bare minimum, nothing more.
I mean, we did end up getting rid of Jimenez. Like that's kind of the same feeling. Like he was a platinum glove defender. But even that couldn't keep him because at
And
the
now
end of the
look at him.
day, what?
So to now look at him.
Yeah. Like
But
again,
yeah,
yeah,
I
but
still
but the thing with Nolan is that this is already a team with a bottom 5 offense, so like you just can't afford to keep him on that roster, especially if it's blocking other guys from filling that spot, other prospects who have actually shown that they can hit, like Petey Halpin. I would even trust Stuart Fairchild over Nolan Jones at this point. So
Taiwanese
yeah, when your
legend
offense is
Stuart
that bad,
Fairchild.
you can't
Mhm.
afford to keep him on there.
yeah, we're not a team that's just like, we have the bats. It's just another like spot to fill. Like we don't have the bats. We
Yeah,
need hitters.
Yeah.
You're just not fitting the bill.
we need at least 7 or 8 out of that lineup every night to produce. And
And
if we
even
don't, we're
even
not
if
going to win the
yeah,
game.
and even if the defense from him was enough, quote unquote, to kind of counteract that, our hitters are also really good defenders. We need these guys that are going both, back and forth,
Hmm.
two-way. Like I hate to compare people to Stephen Kwan because he's like one in a million, but he can hit and he can field. And like that's what we need is hitters who can also field.
Agreed. Yeah, unless he has a massive turnaround here, and it does look like, considering they kept him in the game so long today, they're trying to give him every opportunity to make the team. But at this point, it feels like it's his spot to lose, and he's losing
Hmm.
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
time is almost out. So
Yeah, I unfortunately, and I hate saying it. I don't like being this person. I don't like being a doomer.
I will, man. I don't care.
Sarah's like, I'll be the asshole.
Well, it's
I
just
don't
like,
care, man. I just want my
yeah,
team to win.
it's just like we were saying earlier, and Sarah said it earlier too. I mean, him and Arias are just in similar spots right now. Like you said, it's their place to lose, and right now they've all but lost it. So it's just a matter of, the team figuring that out and getting the right people in the right places.
And who's going to step up enough to take that spot from them too?
There's several. There's several guys
I mean,
to
I don't
try
think
and fill that.
yeah, I don't think I've seen a prospect want it more than Chase DeLauder right now. It's just he's unreal. He's earned it at this point.
I feel like he has just such a raw talent.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just by like his funky mechanics that he can just like hit the shit out of the ball constantly, but like he just seems like he has such innate talent. So
It's just like
I'm
it's
just so
second
excited.
nature to him. It's just the baseball bat is an extension of his body, and it's just so fascinating to watch. And I would just hate to not be able to experience 100% of that.
Right, especially when your whole MO this offseason was to not have anyone block the way for those young guys to come up. So if you start out the season with DeLauder and Valera and like Halpin all in Columbus, then you are not a serious organization and you're not adhering to the entire off season that you talked about.
And it's
So
you have to think too to the end of last season and the obviously short-lived postseason we had, but like who got us into the playoffs? It was, Kafis and Halpin. DeLauder's hits in the postseason, like it's the kids kind of leading the way at the end of that season. Valera, like you have to play those guys earlier if you want to have a chance at the success that you were desiring.
yeah, they showed that they were ready. And so it would just be a shame if they just let them keep wasting away in Columbus. So I don't know. I'm like I said, I really hope at least DeLauder makes the roster, which I am confident that he will. So it'll be very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think they DFA Nolan Jones and maybe pick him back up in the minors? Like
I
as
hope
an extra
not.
option? You just want him outright, just go away, get
I
rid
could
of him
see the
fully.
DFA happening.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
necessarily about picking him back up, but I could see the
Hmm.
DFA being, since he's out of options, I could
I
Right.
see that
wonder
being
if they
the
would
route.
try to shop him for
Even just cash at this, like,
yeah,
it's not like
or
we
like a
are
couple draft
desperate for
picks
right
or a
fielders.
low A player, like
Yeah,
someone that fits the bill better than what we're, than what we currently have or what we're looking for. I would hope they try to flip him for something. Like if
I
you
would hope so
know
too.
that
Yeah.
if they know that they're gonna get rid of him, like send him somewhere where he will get DFA'd and then, he can sign with a minor league team someplace. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I don't
Yeah.
envy vote whatsoever. So a little bit more spring training, but opening day is sneaking closer.
So soon. It's
It's like
Yes,
crazy.
2.5 weeks away, right?
it's crazy.
Something
Not
like
close
that. Yeah.
enough.
I know it's nuts. Yeah, we have the WBC going on right now. Things have been absolutely crazy. Bazana got a home run. They came back against Japan too. Australia did, but they still ended up losing. But I think we're still in pool play, right? So like, well, one Great Britain was recently
They were
eliminated.
eliminated and
Yeah.
Japan clinched, as far as I know.
Okay,
I don't know if there's been any
got it.
further updates, but I know that
Hmm.
those two are for sure.
So right before we started recording, I freaked out about this because I wanted some Logan Allen v. Logan Allen crime so badly, and I got it. They were both Canada and Panama are playing each other, and the Logan Allens did a national anthem standoff, and
It's
Logan Allen
really
won.
so funny.
MLB just picked that up and like literally just got a notification about it from the MLB
It's
app
fantastic.
too.
I
It's
love it. And
like
for some reason, Panamanian Logan Allen was wearing a batting helmet for some reason. So still being a goober. Uh, but
He
we'll
is a
have to.
goober. That's the perfect
yeah.
word for him.
He really is just a complete and total goober. And since he's still our goober, I love him. But yeah, my favorite fun fact about that also is that the other Logan Allen, the Canadian Logan Allen, was on the Guardians, then Indians, when Panamanian Logan Allen got drafted.
So weird.
That's so weird.
He tweeted out, he's like, wait, Logan Allen?
You know what's
It's
so
like the
funny?
Batman meme.
I just went on Twitter and went into my search. I think I was going to the WBC page, but the top trending thing on my page is Logan Allen standoff. It's just really funny.
Obsessed. I love it. But yeah, a couple of our guys have been doing good. Festa came out, and he pitched pretty decently. It doesn't look like he got any ceremonial celebration espresso afterwards, though. I think those are only for home runs.
Love that so much. It's
Um,
my favorite.
did
It's
you
one of
guys
my
see
favorite
his t-shirt, by the way? It was the Gatorade logo, but it said Gabagool on
Yes.
Oh my
it.
god.
Oh, that's amazing.
I need it.
So Italian.
I'm only like an eighth Italian, but I'll take it.
That's perfect.
That espresso machine in their dugout.
And
Oh
then
my
they kiss
god.
each other on the cheeks, and I'm like, oh my god, this is
It's
my
so
favorite
cute.
fucking thing.
They're
It's
leaning
adorable.
into the stereotypes so much, and I
No, I
love it.
literally love it. It's so
Fantastic.
funny.
And
Pasta after.
Stuart Fairchild is
Stuart
rocking
Fairchild.
I
out for
love
Taiwan.
Stuart
Like,
Fairchild.
where is this? Okay, sure, yeah, please. Come back and keep doing that.
Like I've known his name, like I've known who he is, but he's never been necessarily high up on my radar until recently. And I'm like, okay, I like you. Let's keep watching this.
Yeah.
I am issuing a formal apology to Stuart Fairchild because I tweeted a couple days ago his box score where he struck out, I think, 3 times and went 0 for 4. And I was like, oh, the Guardians got a demon in Stuart Fairchild. And there was a Reds fan that was like, oh, Guardians fans are already hating on Stuart Fairchild. And I was like, hey, I call it like I see him, but like I replied, I hope he proves me wrong and surprises me. And so far, I mean, he has in the WBC at least.
He saw that
So-
tweet and said, all right, bet.
I
got
hope he
this.
did. I hope he did,
He
Stuart.
said, let me show you.
Prove me wrong.
There's a post on Reddit right now, and the title is Student Fairchild is currently holding the title of 2026 WBC. How is that guy killing everybody champion? Like, truly, though. Yeah.
No, literally, yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see how he does when he comes back. Hopefully he continues doing that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. We are in. But yeah, it looks like I don't know how Bo was doing. It looked like him and Josh had a nice little play the other day.
Yes, I think I posted about it, and I
So
like I put a
sweet.
sobbing meme.
Brothers.
Aw.
Like, no.
Bo has had a good spring training so far, isn't
He
he?
has.
He's like 5 for 10 with 3 doubles, I think. So he's had a sneaky good spring training too. I don't think he hasn't really done much so far in the WBC, but hey, I mean, I hope we can maybe have a breakout season from him. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I've been
Fingers
praying for
crossed.
that. I'm a
He
He
big,
was also
big Bo Naylor guy.
all the WBC guys had started their prep earlier than all of the other guys. So him and Festa and Fairchild, which he didn't look like he came in prepped, but according to that box score. But yeah, all of those guys were kind of like at playing speed when they hit spring training as opposed to all the other guys. So that's why some of them were a little bit more on top of their game than others.
Apparently, Festa pitched like a really good inning, which I'm always surprised to hear. I'm always like baffled. I'm always surprised that he's like good because I always think he
Festa's
was
not
doing
that bad,
I
guy.
know. I don't understand why my brain goes like, oh God, not him again. But then it's like, no, he just got 2 strikeouts and went like scoreless like for the whole inning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, Festa's that one that for some reason everybody loves to hate on, but when you actually like look at his box score, it's like, oh,
You
he's
weren't that
actually a very
bad.
serviceable
Yeah.
pitcher. Like, I think he was used a lot last year. So like
Yeah.
obviously the bad innings are what stand out in our minds. So we're like,
Right.
ugh, I remember 3 weeks ago. It's like, okay, well, 3 weeks
Because
ago, but
I feel like his bad innings weighed more on the outcome of the game than his good innings did, and I
that
think
also
that's
could
an
be it,
easy
yeah.
way to
Yeah.
Prioritize looking at one version over the other.
Mhm.
But he's really not terrible.
No.
Like
Yeah.
we've seen worse.
It's just when he implodes, he implodes. Like,
Yes, yes.
Which might be why, you've
Yeah.
had that mindset,
Mhm.
Because you're like, okay, your good moments are good enough to do whatever we need to do, but your bad moments, all right, now we're in a hole here.
But Avila can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Like he'll have like an issue, but it's like, oh nope, you're a innings eater.
I'm really hoping that because Avila, I feel like, has not had the best spring training so far. His first outing was not super good. His second one was a little bit better. But he is also on that minor league contract that could be converted. So
Mhm.
he's not necessarily currently on the major league roster. So I'm hoping that he gets back into the groove, settles in from was he in Japan or was he in Korea? I can't remember
I can't remember.
which
can't
league he
remember.
was in. I remember Michaela talking about it, how like the balls over there are slightly different than the ones we have here.
Like smaller or something.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll settle in over the next couple weeks here. And even if he does go to Columbus, having him down there and hopefully getting back to old Pedro will be nice to have as a call up at some point.
We'll
So
just get him
fingers
some
crossed.
donuts. We'll just
For
get him some
talking
donuts.
relievers, I am concerned about Colin Holderman.
Mm.
He has not had a good spring training.
No.
He's only pitched 4.2 innings across 5 games, but he's given up 8 hits and 8 earned runs and 3 walks. And even when we acquired him, I was looking at his stats from last year, and it was not very good. He had a 7.01 ERA last year across 24 games, and so I wasn't feeling great about him when we got him, and his spring training has been rocky. But I will say this. I remember when we had gotten Slade Ciccone, he did not have a good spring training either, and so I was pretty down on him, and then he quickly proved me wrong last season. So
He
maybe
just
the
needs
same will
to
go for
hang out
him.
with Carl a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, right. He can fix it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, obviously it is still spring training. It is a very small
Hmm.
sample size, but hopefully he can just kick it into gear a little bit and we'll see what he can do.
We will see what happens.
Yeah, it's always tricky at this point. You never know. You never know what to expect with spring training. Obviously, you hope for
Yeah,
good things, but at the end of the day, like the games don't count, so it's like you're being a little harder on them.
right. And
But
it's hard to draw
Hmm.
conclusions about a lot of these players.
yeah, especially because most of them we're not going to see probably this season, so it's hard to
Mhm.
really dig in deep and look at all these different statistics because chances of us seeing them are not high. So it's tricky, but we'll see.
So before we're kind of edging toward the end here, but a couple things, just a couple silly things we wanted to talk about. So first, we were talking last week about the amount of Canadians that we had on the team, and we shouted out Mary, who then, of course, because this is what she does,
Mary Queen of
Apparently,
spreadsheets.
made a spreadsheet about it.
this is my thing now, apparently.
I love it. I love it. Keep doing it.
It
We
just
each have our
happened.
niche in this podcast. Your spreadsheets is yours.
I love a good spreadsheet, I guess.
Please. So
Yeah.
yes, the amount of Canadians that the Guardians that are in the MLB total and
Yeah.
who the Guardians have.
So I have a few different ones because I remember hearing that there were like a few different questions. So I kind of just like threw it all together. I'm like, might as well like do this. Okay, so the number of players who have played, one of the questions was how many, I believe, was how many players for Cleveland and also for Toronto. Like, what is the overlap with that? Since the beginning of both franchises, there have been 117 players that have played with both Toronto and Cleveland. And this next stat is only for the 40 man because I know that there are some minor league players in Toronto's system that are started off in Cleveland, but there are four on the 40 man right now that played with Cleveland, which is Clement, Bieber, Strong, Jimenez. Otherwise, currently, oh, another question was how many Canadians are on the current roster for our team, and also if we have the most compared to the other teams in the league. We are tied at three with the Miami Marlins of all people. I didn't
Hmm.
expect to see that, but yeah, everybody else is either 2-1 or 0, obviously, because three. But overall, we've had 32 Canadian players play for Cleveland, and that's including the Spiders and the Blues, which technically are were National League, but people kind of meshed them together with us, like prior to the Cleveland, our current Cleveland franchise existing. And I actually, if you ever get a chance to look at the spreadsheet, I listed every single player on there, and then I also found because I was curious, and this is the last thing. We only have one of the 32 Canadian players. There's only one that has ever won a World Series with Cleveland, and that was back in 1920.
Perfect.
Yep. So that's all.
Cleveland loves Canadians and Australians.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, so we're right. We do have the highest concentration of Major League Canadians currently,
Yes. And then I did
along
not.
with the
Oh,
Miami
sorry.
Marlins.
Yes. I did not complete to see. I'm also curious, like, how many overall, because obviously I said we have 32 overall people who played, who are from Canada, who played with the Guardians. But I'm also curious about the rest of the league because that would be very fascinating. Like, I like wonder, like, it has. Oh, I should also include the Expos in here. Oh, no, that would be kind of the Nationals, wouldn't it? But
Yeah, the Nationals have the
yeah,
Mhm.
Expos
yeah.
history at this
I
point.
probably, yeah. But yeah, that would be very fascinating to see. And whenever I figure that out, if I ever figure that out, I'll update y'all. But for now, here we are.
So we're right. We do have a high concentration of Canadians for some
And
reason.
strangely tied with one other team, and I didn't expect it to be the
Yeah,
Miami
the
Marlins.
Marlins is very surprising to me. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but
Yeah.
Do we know
they don't
anything
strike
about
me
the
as
Miami
that.
Marlins?
Not
I,
that
I
they're
don't
in
even know.
Florida and they're not close to the cold like we are, which was the whole
All I
point of the
know is that
question.
when I go to a
Cal
Mets game and
Quantrill
the
used
Marlins are
to be
at
on
the
the Marlins. I know
he
Yeah.
that.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
that's true.
I just know that they beat the Mets every time I see them at Citi Field.
Oh.
That's all I know about them. That's all I
Wild.
care to know about them. No offense to any Marlins fans that are going to listen to this. No
I'm sure we'll
disrespect.
get a ton.
So many. Hey, you never
Since
know.
Marlins fans don't even exist on Twitter.
I mean,
No, they might not actually. They might not. I don't think I've ever conversed with one.
that's fine. Didn't they win the World Series in '97 against us? Or am I confusing them with Tampa Bay?
I can't remember who won that.
One of the, yeah, it was the Florida Marlins at the
1997.
time.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so I
yeah,
hate them.
yeah.
That's why there's a
Well,
mental
glad they're
block on
That's why
irrelevant
them.
no one
now.
That's what I've
listens.
Yeah.
determined. I still hate the Cubs. You know, hate runs
That's
deep over here.
Understandable.
it's
I
rough with
get it.
the Cubs because they were my favorite National League team up until then. Like literally
They're
as a
like,
kid, I was like, I
that's
want to
like
move to Chicago, and nope.
the worst betrayal possible, actually.
Yep.
I did my baseball tier list, and I will admit I did not put the Cubs at the loathe entirely. They were like one step up from that. I don't know, just there's something about that was like I mean, yes, like obviously beating us was horrible. But also they did wipe out a 100-year curse and drought. So like part of me
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I
They're
hate
still
that
in
they
my
Can't.
beat
top
us."
That
10.
was
But
our drought to wipe off. It was
I
not
know. I
theirs.
don't know.
Well,
It's
now it's
it's
ours this year.
complicated feelings.
Yeah.
Um,
They're still in my top 10, which is upsetting, but I need to redo my tier list as well.
yeah. Nah.
My hated teams are no surprise to anyone. I actually wish that, like, kind of wish the Twins were a little bit better, so hating them felt like legitimate again. Like, it kind of sucks. I miss that
Right
rivalry.
now they're in my kind of like indifferent, who even are you? Like
Yeah, that's where they are. And they used
I'm
to be
like, you
probably
just
one of my top three hated teams, and now they're just so irrelevant.
I know,
Like,
like I
crazy how
just
far they've
don't
fallen.
That's how I feel about the White Sox. So,
It's like I
yeah.
don't think about you.
no.
Like, I don't
Like
think about you.
I should probably make another one where it's just like I feel sad for you. Like that should
Mm,
be
Yeah,
because
like
that's
I
where
pity the pity
the pity.
tier.
yeah,
I pity
because
you.
that's where the
I
Twins
pity
are
the
going,
team.
that's where the White Sox are going. Like that's where the
Yep.
Angels are going. Like,
Rockies, put the Rockies in
like
there.
I just
I don't know
feel
about the Rockies this year. Maybe they'll be better.
I don't
But I
know.
guess you can't get worse than their last two seasons, but whatever.
Don't challenge them.
Um, Colorado fan. Listen, Rockies. Don't listen to me. Ignore.
All right, I think we've got time for one more thing, and I'm going to throw it over to Sarah because we were chatting about baseball names in the Discord, or baseball team names, and we were giggling over some of the goofier ones. So Sarah did a little bit of research. I'm just going to throw down some goofy ass baseball team names.
This was just so much fun, and I just really had to share this on this podcast. But originally, it was from our Women in History post series that we have been doing on social media.
Oh yes, because
And
of the
our
coal
last one that
heavers,
came
right?
from, what's that?
The coal heavers.
Yeah. Yeah. And so right, and so we got to thinking, what are some just totally obscure 19th, 20th century baseball team names? And so I found a couple great sources for these, and so I'm like, okay, I gotta include this on the podcast. So I'm gonna list them off here. Each one is probably going to be more unhinged than the last. So let's start with the Hartford Wooden Nutmegs. They were based in Hartford, Connecticut, with Connecticut's informal nickname being the Nutmeg State, which was inspired by residents duping Southern traders by selling them fake nutmegs made of carved wood, hence the wooden nutmegs.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Amazing.
That's beautiful.
Next we
Yeah.
have the Web City Web Feet, based in Web City, Missouri. They began as the Web City Stars, then became the Web City Gold Bugs, then became the Web Feet in 1908. And with that one, I was just thinking it would be have it cool to have like a little penguin mascot for them or something. I want to see logos for these.
I
Like
feel
I
like
want to
it's a
see
tongue
old-fashioned
twister.
logos because I like they're so old that like there's like
Sarah.
New art
basically
challenge
nothing.
for you.
Oh my gosh,
Just
don't
literally
even get me
design them.
started.
What would you do if you were
Yes.
presented with the Web City Web Feet?
I would definitely
you
do
take
like a
it?
cute little penguin. But if you ask me about wooden nutmegs,
Just make it
I don't
that
know
might
where to
be a
go with
little
there.
difficult.
See, when you said Web City, I first went to like the Matrix 2000 or something like that. I was like, ooh, Web City.
A
Like back in the day when you could go,
futuristic penguin.
but it's like, you know how like back in the 2000s you could go to like a computer like store or whatever, and it's like actually just like you can go on the internet or whatever at the like I don't know what they call
The
that
internet
back
was a
then.
place.
Yeah, the place that you had to go to.
Sarah and Ash have no idea what we're talking about, Mary.
That's
Oh no,
right.
I do. Oh, we're not that young. We're not Gen Zers over
I-
here with their iPads.
Don't loop me in with those kids.
I remember dial-up internet. Thank you.
Remember when you had to like
All right,
you would
all right.
accidentally hit the internet on your phone, you had to end out so it
Oh,
didn't charge your
terrifying.
parents.
This is a
Yep.
terrifying moment.
Back when you're using T9, yeah.
Okay, so moving on.
Anyway, sorry.
Moving on, we have the Worcesters.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fabulous.
Just to keep it
That
simple.
was homework was due. Like they woke up and they're like, "Oh shit, I have to write a paper," and that's what they came up with.
And someone
just
said
called pride.
yes. Yes.
Yes, I love it. Next, we have the Zanesville Kickapoos.
The
Based in
Kickapoos.
Zanesville, Ohio. They
Yes.
played in the Ohio State League. The Kickapoo, correct me if I'm wrong, was an indigenous tribe originally from the Great Lakes region, but have since migrated south to Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. So, yeah, they named them after the indigenous tribe, the Kickapoo.
Okay.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know.
It's actually kind of
Next.
interesting though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it
that's a
honestly
tribe
makes
that I've
sense.
never
These are
heard of.
nice little history lessons with
I
these.
thought it was about kicking like a poodle.
Yep. I thought it was a bird.
That's the
It sounds
logo.
like a bird name.
Oh,
It does kind of
Yeah,
sound like a
yeah,
bird
like a
name, you're right.
cockapoo almost.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
a
yeah,
kickapoo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, next we have the Davenport Onion Weeders.
The what?
Yep,
The
that's my
Davenport
favorite.
Onion Weeders.
Onion Wheaters.
Onion Weeders.
Like WEEDERS.
Yes.
That's crazy. I didn't know you weed those.
I couldn't find a whole lot of lore behind that name other than they were based in Davenport, Iowa, and played in the Western Association in 1888.
That
So I
sounds
really don't know
Iowa.
how they got the name Onion
That
Weeders.
Sounds like something Iowa would do.
A bunch of onion farmers got together to play baseball.
It's
This
onion
one-
The
flavored
onion, the
cream.
baseball was an onion.
Ah, there you go.
Back in my day.
We were so poor we couldn't afford a baseball.
The ball
Okay.
just exploded every time we played.
Oh, you got your hit. That's it.
That
Game
was the
over.
real inspiration for the Sandlot movie.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh my god, sorry.
Okay, this next one actually sounds like a modern, like, minor league team name. The Lebanon Pretzel Eaters.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
They are based in Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Not surprising at all.
Yep.
And it's really straightforward. The Pretzel Eaters name is a reference to the amenities within their home ballpark at the time.
There's a pretzel factory. I think like Snyder's is based in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
You
There's
might
a-
be right. I think you're right.
There's a pretzel company based in Pennsylvania. So it would not surprise me that if Lebanon is close to that.
imagine if we were just the Cleveland Slider Dogs. That would be so sick. Okay. Next, we have the Butte Smoke Eaters. Based in Butte, Montana, the name was inspired by their city's rich mining and firefighting history as the term smoke eater is a slang term for firefighters in the 1800s.
That's kind of a
I
badass
feel like
name.
that goes
I like
so
that one.
hard.
Yeah,
The
I-
smoke eaters, like
I
that
like
is
that
sick.
one.
tough.
Well,
Yeah.
that is Josh Naylor's team right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Josh Naylor, the smoke eater.
Now that's a jersey I
He
could
wants
get
all
behind.
the smoke. Yeah, I was like, oh, that one's really cool.
That's a good
Okay,
one.
so I
Yeah.
have two more after this. The next one is the Alexandria Hoo-Hoos.
Hoo-hoos.
Please tell me the logo is an owl.
Based in Alexandria, Louisiana, the Hoo-Hoos nickname is in reference to the local lumber industry. They were named after the,
No.
I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation, the Concatenated Order of Hoo-Hoo, which was the oldest industrial fraternal organization in the U.S. consisting of lumbermen.
No, owls.
Owls.
Yeah, it's an
Matt
owl with
Festa
like
is their
Bird.
pitcher, and their mascot is an owl.
in a tree.
Honestly,
'cause
an
the
owl
lumber.
mascot could be pretty sick.
Yeah, it just walks around with like a stick. Like that's a lumber.
That's where the lumber comes in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
you gotta
God.
incorporate it somehow.
And then last but not least, we have the Fall River Adopted Sons.
Ah!
That's real.
Based in
My
Fall River,
grandma's from
Massachusetts.
Fall River.
Really? Oh my God. Based in Fall River, Massachusetts,
Yep.
they had gone through a couple previous nicknames until 1913, when only 5 of their players were actually from the state of Massachusetts. The press gave them the nickname Adopted Sons for the rest of the players not native to the state who were adopted by the team.
Aw.
And I guess the term adopted sons during that time was also used during the American Revolution to honor war heroes. So it does have like a cool connotation to it,
But
but
it's still so funny if you don't know the historical aspect.
Yes,
Like,
right.
yeah,
The
all of
adopted
my guys
sons.
are adopted.
One of my
family
ancestors
can be
who
anything.
lived in Fall River fought all 4 years for the Civil War on the side of the Union, so he would be an adopted son.
Oh,
that's
wow.
amazing.
There you go.
The more you
Yeah.
know.
Some Megan family lore.
Right. Those names were so funny. And so it's like when you
So
look at
goofy.
all these crazy like minor league team names we have now, it's like those are nothing compared
Yeah.
to 19th and 20th
The
centuries.
Hoo-Hoos. My new team.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely would have assumed that was owl based. The background of it though sent me. Like, what are you talking about? It's based off
None
the
of-
lumber industry.
Literally none of
No.
that makes sense. But also it's Louisiana. Nothing makes any sense in Louisiana.
You're so right.
Oh, that's goofy. That's so goofy.
And for the record, I did look it up. Snyder's Pretzels did originate in Pennsylvania.
Yes, I was as soon
Okay.
as I looked
That
it up,
makes
I'm like
sense.
Snyder's of Hanover. Yeah,
Yep.
duh. You
Like
idiot.
I knew it, but I was like, am I confident enough to say this? live?
Apparently, Utz also is in Pennsylvania too. So yes,
mhm.
Pennsylvania does have a rich history of pretzels.
The more you know.
The more you know. Pennsylvania is a very interesting state.
Very much so.
Indeed.
But
Yeah, that was a fun little thing that I had to share with everyone, and I hope you guys found
Thank
it
you.
as hilarious
Yeah.
as I did.
Yeah.
no, it's
When
great.
everybody listens
Definitely.
to this, I need them to comment below the one that they like the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your-
Or
what's your
do some
favorite goofy
Googling on
team?
your own and find something that's more unhinged. I would love to hear what
Right.
else
If you
people
guys
can
like
find out
have
there.
any that you can
Find
think
something
of, like
better
let
than the
us know.
Hoo-Hoos.
Or like
And then
I dare you.
tag your favorite minor league team and say you should do a night honoring this late
Hoo-hoo.
18th century and 1800s team. I think that's what we need to do. We need
That
to
is such a
get
good
all
idea.
of our minor
I
league
mean-
teams to honor these old pioneers of baseball and become the pretzel eaters for a night.
As if their
Yes.
names aren't
Some pretzel
crazy
eater
enough
would be
as
nice.
it is.
Exactly. Yes. I can guarantee you we can get at least one minor league team to do this.
To at least
are we gonna
acknowledge it.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
least acknowledge it.
Who
Definitely.
are we gonna
friends-
bully?
I mean, captains, first of all, they are
Yeah,
the easiest
They're
targets.
my favorite. I love them.
Captains, we love you, but you're just very easy. You're always on board. You're always into it, and we love you for that. So tag your favorite minor leaguers in the comments. Say you need to become the hoo-hoos for a night.
Mhm.
Pretzel
And
eaters and the
Honor
adopted
baseball
sons.
pioneers. All right. I think that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me tonight. And
Yeah.
as always, thank you to you all who are listening for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on your favorite podcasting app, follow all of our social channels, join our Discord where we are chatting through the games, and sharing silly memes and having fun. But
Happy
yeah,
International Women's Day.
yes,
Yay,
Go
women.
women.
happy International Women's Day
Women.
to all of you. And as always, whether you are here for the hot takes, the heartbreaks, or the home runs, don't get caught looking. Go guards.
Go
Go Guards.
guards.
Guards.